Okay, it's going.
Hello and welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla. I thought I would tell you what I was going to be working on for the month of May. The day I'm filming this is May 11th, so I'm a little bit behind, but this is the very first one of these that I've ever done. So I have 5 patterns that I wanted to get accomplished for May. The first one is this cotton and chalk pattern called the Holiday Set. It comes with a tank top, which they call vest because this is a British company, and this little poncho thing. And I made that. That's done. So that one is finished, and it was a pretty easy make. I hope to get all of these makes filmed on me and then get them put together, but I don't quite know how to do that yet for my editing, so that's something that I'm still working on. I did film me wearing this. The second thing, this is already cut out, and I did already show you in my previous video, I already showed you the fabric that I'm making this out of. I'm making view A out of a beautiful, like a sanded polyester, I guess is what I would call that, fabric by Nicole Miller. And so that's already cut out, and I imagine this is just a couple of hours. Really the only thing that's going to take any time whatsoever is pressing under the hems, because I think that's all you have to do essentially. So this one should be a pretty easy make. And two things about this is, and I know this is kind of, not everybody feels this way, I don't mind pressing under hems. I don't know, I kind of find that pressing very gratifying. And the other thing I don't mind is hemming. I could sit at my sewing machine and drive fabric through it all day long. So to hem this much, love it. To hem circle skirts, love it. Long seams, love them. So this won't be a problem for me. I'll enjoy it. Now, the next one that I want to make, I haven't even begun to cut this out yet. This is a Sew House 7 pattern, and this is the tea house dress and top. And you can see there's 2 views of the dress and 2 views of the top. There's one view that has a wider sash that ties, and there's another view that has like a much smaller 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch sash that ties. I'm going to make the wider one, and I'm going to make the top to start off with to see how I like it. I have sewn one other Sew House 7 pattern, and it was the Burnside bibs, and I loved sewing that pattern. I wish I looked a little bit cuter in them. I've only worn them once. I need to just get up the nerve to just wear them out. They're super cute, and get over, you know, maybe not looking as cute as other people that I've seen in those bibs, but they're adorable. And this is beautiful. I bought this as soon as I saw it because I think this is kind of a universally flattering thing, pattern. It's got the nipped in waist, and so I just think this is going to be really pretty, I hope. So the fabric that I've chosen to work with this pattern is a Robert Kaufman linen. I don't remember if this is a washer or a Brussels. I can't remember. And so, but it's just a Robert Kaufman linen, and linen and rayon are probably my 2 favorite fabrics to sew with. And so I thought I would make the top out of this. I have 3 1/4 yards of this. This is a fabric hog. I will tell you that the dress views on here take 4 yards of fabric. So you need to have a lot of whatever you're planning to sew this out of. But it's kind of a timeless design, so I think it's going to last forever. So you go out there and you buy some fabric that you know you love and that you know is going to last. And linen is incredibly durable, and I've had a lot of success with Robert Kaufman linens. So that's what I have for this. And I bought some other Robert Kaufman linen to make another pair of the Burnside bibs, but I haven't cut into it yet because I haven't really decided that I look cute enough in my original pair that I've made. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a little old for that, but we'll see. So this would be the 4th one that I have planned to make, and I want to make these pants here. Last summer I made a couple of pairs of pants virtually identical to this. And I think that it was a simplicity pattern. And so sometimes when you look at pattern books, do you think to yourself, that's the exact same pattern that's in another one? That's kind of what I thought about this. Sometimes they might change things, like having one pair has 3 channels of elastic and the other pair has 2 panels or whatever. But anyway, I've made either these identical pants or some very nearly identical, and they're quick and easy to make, and they're so comfortable to wear, and they're so cute right now, and you can make them out of any fabric you want. I'm kind of taking the safe route. I'm making it out of this black fabric, which I think, this is thrifted fabric, so I'm not 100% on the content for this one. I'm thinking that this is a linen rayon. It's super drapey, and it does wrinkle. You can see where it's been folded. So, and it just feels, it kind of has a linen-y rayon feel or hand to me. And I think these will be a great basic for the summer. You can wear them with any color sandal in your wardrobe. You can wear them with any color canvas tinny that you have. You can wear these with any color shirt that you have. And this silhouette of pants looks good with like a tunic, so a bigger shirt. And it also would look good with a tight little t-shirt. If that's something that you can pull off, a tight little t-shirt with these pants, or a tank top or a camisole. These are really versatile, and I think they look good on just about everyone. So those out of this fabric, that'll be a good summer basic, and I can wear it up through the fall here in Colorado. And I live in a part of Colorado that isn't super cold, so this should be a very versatile pair. And then the last thing that I have planned is this Adele dress. Now, this is another one. I don't know if I said where I got this. This is from Simply Sewing Magazine, which if you haven't checked into that, I love Simply Sewing Magazine. It's just about my favorite sewing magazine that I've ever subscribed to. And of course I get it a month late because it's from the UK. But you get 1 or 2 full patterns, like physical patterns like this, in every single issue. Plus, I'm not kidding you, there's 4 to 6 other kinds of patterns inside the magazine. They used to put the actual pattern in there that you could pull out and trace. I think now they're putting those patterns online for you to download, which I don't really mind. I feel like that's reasonable. They pack so much into those magazines that it doesn't annoy me that they've kind of gone to the online thing. And that just means that you don't have to store it either. You just keep it in there, you flip through your magazines, and then when you see something you want to make, then you go and you download that one thing. They have incredibly cute stuffed animals. The stuffed animals are the cutest I've ever seen. I think every edition shows you new embroidery patterns to try. They always feature new businesses, new sewing businesses and things like that. I really like that magazine. When my subscription ends, I will repurchase it. I did miss one month, didn't come. And when I contacted them, it had already sold out. And so they extended my subscription by 1 month, which again, I don't really have a problem with because they're mailing it, from a whole different country. So you kind of have to take what you can get. There's no way they can really control what happens between there and here. My husband just came down the stairs and he's trying to be real quiet. So I'm in the corner of my living room. I keep changing where I film because I'm just not sure where I want to film yet. And it would make sense for me to film in my sewing room like everybody else does. But girls and boys, if there's any boys watching, my sewing room is a shameful, shameful mess. And there's no way I'm going to show the entire internet what a mess it is. So I will continue to show you corners of the house that are acceptable for public viewing. And my sewing room does not qualify as acceptable for public viewing. The exterminator was here today and I was like, sorry about the over there. He's like, oh, whatever. So anyway, this is the last project that I'm going to be sewing this month. And this is the Adele dress from Simply Sewing Magazine. This is another kimono sleeve or grown-on sleeve dress, and it comes in 2 lengths. And it's just a real simple, real easy dress that I think, again, I think this dress could be worn with heels to a wedding if you made it out of the right fabric, or with your canvas tinnies to a picnic. This is a really versatile dress. And I'm going to be making it out of this rayon, which I believe I got from Craftsy in one of their kits. And I got a pattern with it that I was supposed to make, and it was a blouse or a tunic. I have the pattern, I just don't want to make it. I want to make this out of this dress, so I still have that pattern and I can use it whenever I want. This is rayon, 100% rayon challis, which I love. Rayon's one of my very favorite fabrics, and these are my favorite colors, actually. Anything blue or green or watercolors, tree, plants, the sky, the ocean, those are my colors that I like to sew with. And then neutrals like black and gray and ivory and all of that. So this, I think, will make a really nice dress. I think it's going to be super comfortable. I'm a teacher. It'll be nice enough to wear to work. And so that is, if I get all of those made, then I will have made 5 things in the month of May. That's a real stretch for me. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and film this, and to see if it keeps me focused and moving ahead, because I do have some time when I get home from work that I could be sewing, but instead we fix dinner or whatever, and then we go plop behind our computers, or we watch an hour or 2 of television. And sewing is more fun than television, but I'm in this terrible habit of doing that. And so I thought if I made myself a goal and publicly stated it, that it might help me break that pattern of behavior that I have and get behind my sewing machine a little more often. So the last thing is this dress. I made this a while ago. I've never worn it. I made it during the winter, and this is 100% rayon, and I think it's cotton and steel. I think it's cotton and steel fabric. I can't remember, but it was one of those really desirable fabrics that's really expensive that we all want, but we're usually kind of too cheap to buy. So this was on a really big sale, and so I bought it, probably on sale, because when you were wearing it, you might feel a little bit like you're in the jailhouse now. I don't know if you've seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, but I kind of feel like singing, "We're in the jailhouse now," when I'm wearing this. And I'm pretty sure that my husband will be singing this to me every time he sees me in it. He's probably never even seen this before. One weird thing that I did with this dress, which I'm going to wear it out once and see what I feel about it, is I added my hem tape. I like to use hem tape whenever I hem anything, and I thought that it was kind of pretty, and that it broke up all of the stripes or whatever, and I have it on the bottom too. And so I'm going to wear it once like that, and I kind of feel like nobody but people who sew are going to know what this is. Other people are just going to think it's lace, and if I don't like it, all I have to do is flip it up and go ahead and hem it. So these edges aren't hemmed, they just have this hem tape on it, and so I'm actually going to wear this out in public. So if I see anybody giving me the side eye, then I'll know that that's a seamstress and that she does not approve of my finishing techniques, and that'll be okay with me, actually. So I hope you guys are all having a fantastic May. We're having a coolish gray day here in Colorado. It was supposed to get to 90 degrees today, but I don't believe it has achieved that yet. And maybe we'll get some rain if these clouds keep building up. I hope you're having beautiful weather and a lovely time wherever you are, and I also hope to see you back here real soon. Take care.